Good day, Pinoy Clixers and Mixers. Welcome back to our channel. And we are here for our inaugural episode number 1 of Pinoy Heroclix podcast for January 2023. Let's go! Okay, so as I said, we are starting a new podcast for 2023, and we're kicking off our first episode with our 2022 Philippine HeroClix champion, which is Larry. Larry, can you introduce yourself and say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good morning. I am Larry Mides. I'm 47 years old. Been playing HeroClix since from the start. Uh, patigil-tigil. Depends on the situation.
Okay. And professionally, you are doing what?
Professionally, I'm teaching ballroom and also competing.
Yeah, so he's a competitive dance sport guy. Okay. He literally danced the night away every night.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so
That's why I'm
I'll
competitive also in HeroClix.
yeah, so very competitive in all aspects of life. And of course, I will be playing your primary host. Okay, I'm Jasper. Those of you might know me more on as Pinoy Heroclix. I am a professor of one of the universities here in DLSU. Was playing Mage Knight before, and then shifted to Heroclix when Mage Knight ended, entered 2018, and been loving it for the last 4, 5 years now. Okay, so
Including the
this is
pandemic.
including the pandemic, most especially during the pandemic because I think the online Roll20 games were you can literally play anytime, anywhere. So it enabled more
Ah,
try out of
yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Roll20 really helped us a lot.
yeah. Okay, so this is episode number 1, and the purpose of this podcast is to talk about the Philippine status of HeroClix. So for our American foreign friends, we are going to code switch, meaning we're going to use Filipino, Tagalog, and English. So this is meant to be raw, natural, top of mind thoughts on things in relation to HeroClix here in the Philippines. Our HeroClix here is a bit different, okay, because we're not we although we do have some figures from the latest set, but there are some special house rules we implement from time to time. Okay, so that goes into our discussion. So take our thoughts with that particular note in mind. Okay, sige. So for without further ado, we're gonna go with our first item, which is the community experience for January 2023. Larry, how much HeroClix did you play this January 2023?
This January, I think I played 3 times.
3 times. So we usually play
Yeah.
like once a week, every Saturday. So
Yes.
you played 3 out of 4.
Yeah. I think I played 3 times.
Okay, face to face, of course.
Yeah, face to face. I haven't
Online.
played Roll20 this January.
This January. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's also one thing because we are getting back to more face to face HeroClix here in the country. So 3 out of 4 weeks, I think, is very good. I actually just played at least I think only once. Okay, because
Yeah, yeah.
I I have a newborn. I have a 1-year-old baby, and sometimes I have to really I can only excuse myself once every month. So, but anyway, so I think one of those Saturdays we were together in a tournament in neutral grounds. Okay, sige. So, an item here would be, what do you think? What's your initial impression of players? I think we have a lot of newbies and the team builds of those people who joined the tournaments or the gameplays that you had this January. What's
Yeah.
your big
I,
impression?
I I think even the new players are getting more ideas because
Mm.
of YouTube,
Mm.
because of media. they
Mm,
more or less they know what team figures to use and how to use it because of
mm.
the media. And then when you play with them, they're using meta figures already. It's just that sometimes they, uh, they don't have the experience of using it.
Yeah. Okay. And
Sometimes they rattle a lot, something like
there,
that. But in terms of team building, it's meta.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that's one of the advantage of media, because you are aware of what the rest of the world is doing and
yeah, yeah,
building. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
not necessarily, as you said, know how to use them perfectly, but at least you know the standard
Yeah,
teams
it's
that you
still
have to
hard to
use.
play with them because even if they're beginners, but if they're using meta figures, it's hard to play against those figures.
You say hard, but how many of the out of three times you played, you ended up as the champion for that week
I think I got two and was second on the last one.
on the last one? Okay, so
Yeah,
again, very very uh, great, outstanding player Larry is. Okay, yeah, but I do agree that our newbies here. I was surprised because when I started as a newbie, I did not spend a lot. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Now
but
newbies
this
they
now,
spend. Yeah,
yeah, but newbies now, they buy the meta, and they even have figures I don't have yet. So I was
yeah.
surprised
That's
that.
what I'm gonna
Mm,
say. They have figures that
mm.
I don't have.
Like for
Imagine.
example, can you think of an example? I think top of mind, I would say Marcus, one of our newbies here, have great teams. Even Avengers Forever builds. Yeah,
Yeah, and he has Jubilee. I don't have that.
House of
Yeah,
X Jubilee.
Eugene.
That's true.
Angel has Blackheart, and Eugene has Secret
Secret
Six. Oh
Six.
my God.
Okay, yeah,
Who
because
else? Joel has Thanos Legacy. JB Lol has Giganta Prime, Full Point.
mm,
Imagine. With ano
yeah,
with Sakarian.
Sakarian, Iron
And he
Man,
just
and Scarlet
yeah,
Witch. Yeah,
I mean he's an old player, but he just started again. And
yeah.
already he has those pieces.
That's true. That's true.
Ah,
And it's really hard because we hear about them, how they are used. We tried it online, but seeing those figures in face to face, it can be very hard really to beat Sakarian, Iron
yeah,
Man, and the Secret Six
yeah,
team. Yeah.
yeah. But it's fun,
Okay.
it's fun
It's fun. It's
facing
fun.
with those teams.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's a challenge that we are
Yeah.
very much open to overcome. Okay. What's one thing that surprised you or the most from your games in January? I think you had a roll off in one of the tournaments.
Oh yeah, I had this game with Angel. His team was I think two Blackhearts, and my team was what was I using there? I forgot my team because I've been using different teams this January, trying to use different figures that I haven't used. But anyway, ours towards the end of the game, we I think we were 70 points each.
Yeah, equal
So we had
points.
to, yeah, so we had to roll off who's the winner.
Yeah.
And we had both this, what do you call this?
Dice
Dice cup.
cups.
Yeah. We saw it from Isaac. Hi, Isaac. Uh, so we rolled it together and we dropped the cup. And when we took out the cup, I was the first one, just a millisecond ahead of Angel. So I already saw my dice and it was four. It was 1-3, I think.
Yeah.
But then when he opened his cup, it was 1-1. And we were laughing and laughing.
Yeah. And that resulted to again Larry being the champion for that particular week. Okay. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
okay, I was there in that tournament. That's why I really recall that instance. Although in my case, I ended up the last place in that week. Okay, with my Emma Pros team. Okay, but
Well,
yeah,
sometimes it's
it
nice to
happens.
use
It happens.
figures that you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
use.
yeah, yeah. One of the surprises for me, that's why I lost all my games, was particularly what Eugene used. He used Sky Tyrant against my team. I had X Men swap. And I was surprised about the giant reach close combat through windows. I think he equipped Sky Tyrant with the what's that? Ano? What's that equipment that
The one with
grants
null.
giant
The
reach?
one with
Null, the black sword, necro sword of
necro
Null.
sword. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he TK'd, of course, Sky Tyrant, and then did a full charge. I was hiding behind the glass of a window, and I was surprised that he was able to. He can giant reach me through the window. So charge to experience. After that, I immediately conceded because what you call Sky Tyrant already has like 3 resurrection tokens and would just be a pain in the ass for the entire game.
I
So
see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah. So but again,
Was the glass broken after the attack?
no, hindi siya
No,
nabasag. So
yeah,
it was not
yeah,
broken. So
yeah.
I hope that's something that Wizkids can consider in the rules. It sounds absurd that you can
I think I've read one
close
time there
combat
that the glass can be broken if a figure will do a blocking terrain attack, something like
attack.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be
yeah,
an attack,
yeah. But
specifically on that wall.
yeah. But just to do a regular giant reach close combat, it should also destroy the
Yeah,
the windows. Okay. So anyway, we hope that
the windows pa naman you cannot pass through, no?
oo nga eh. Kaya
Hindi ka makakadaan doon.
it's really awkward eh kasi you can shoot through it and even if you shoot through it, it doesn't get destroyed. And then even
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
do a close combat, it doesn't get destroyed. So there's some weird mechanics there. So it's not
Well,
thematic.
HeroClix has been weird ever since. Mechanics wise, I mean.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's anything else regarding your games that you recall for January that you want to share with the group, or we're good
No,
for now?
yeah, I think that's, but for sure, all the three games that I had was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's nice to really roll the dice once again.
Yeah,
The face
yeah.
to face die and that not the virtual dice.
Although I know that the technique in roll 20, but still, I prefer still the dice roll
The dice,
live.
the physical dice roll. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So again, if you want to join us for live HeroClix play, we are mostly in neutral ground centuries in Quezon Avenue Station. Saturdays, 2 p.m. onwards, free play. And then, of course, weekly tournaments. I think this week we're going to have what you call this? Highlander tournament this Saturday.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
Highlander.
Highlander.
And
Okay.
also, even if you're a beginner, don't be afraid, guys. People there are
Yeah.
happy to teach you how to play.
True,
They're
true, true,
happy to
true.
teach you how to play. Where
Yeah.
you're
So,
always welcome.
yeah. Just approach me. Ako yung pinaka-pogi sa loob ng room.
Can
Okay.
approach
So,
anyone. Yeah.
okay, so the next item would be to talk about some of the buys and the pulls that you had this January. I'll probably start this off because I was lucky enough to be given by WizKids the latest set, the Batman team up set. They sent
Yeah.
me. They sent.
Congrats.
Thank you,
Congrats.
thank you. They sent me a brick of the latest set, and I think it's one of the best brick out there. Okay. Value wise, I got tons
I
of
think so too.
value.
I
Yeah,
think so too.
I got Scrappy Chase. I got
Wow.
Dark Side Super Rare, Lar Please Super Rare, and Fatality. I got the World's Finest Legacy
Yeah.
card.
I
The
know,
the
right?
Mar the Mar the Martian Manhunter team up card and one ring and I think 3 or 4 chainsaws of different
I
colors.
only got
So
one ring on that brick.
yeah, I only got one brick.
Okay.
One ring on that brick.
One ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of
Okay.
course, Larry being Larry, okay, purchased a lot
I
of the
know.
figures. Okay, because I'm not a DC set guy. I like DC, but I like the
It's
Scooby Doo and the Teen Titans.
it's like I bought your whole brick.
That's true. Okay, so basically the highlights of the bricks Larry uh bought from me. Okay, so especially the World's Finest, I think that's one of the. I was surprised it's really pricey. Yeah, that World's Finest.
because it's Superman, Batman.
That's true.
They're
That's true.
so sikat.
The cat, yeah, they're the most
Mm.
famous, the what you call
Yeah,
poster boys,
especially
the
in
poster
DC.
boys
Yeah,
of
yeah.
DC.
That's
Yeah,
why
and
I think I have four or three of those figures
oh,
because
really?
I'm a Superman fan.
Yeah,
I remember before when I won the worlds,
yeah,
if they would have, I mean the worlds, the
nationals.
nationals,
Yeah,
if they would have asked me to make a figure, I would make a Superman figure, a
Superman
proper
figure.
Superman figure. Yeah, a low
Mm.
point Superman figure.
Yeah, but Supermans now are really sort of proper, diba? They're good in terms of dial and point value as well. The last Superman, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for me, kasi if you put Superman there, he should be able to ignore. For range,
penetrating.
he
Yeah,
should be able to ignore everything because Superman can see everything from his line,
line of fire. Yeah,
from his vision,
yeah.
unless there's a lead there. But he can see even up to the end of even
The
up to
map.
the moon, di ba?
Ah,
From
yeah.
Earth to moon, he can see.
Yeah. So you're proposing
Yeah,
like a Superman that has ignore targeting everything, character, adjacent,
yeah,
blocking,
yeah.
destroy blocking. Yeah.
And maybe just one blocking. He cannot like see two
Multiple.
layers of blocking. Only one, let's say.
Yeah.
For Yeah, only one.
Mm.
But
Okay.
a short range of 8, di ba? A running shot of psychic blast, super
Yeah.
strength also. Combat
Yeah.
exploit. Of course it's Superman. When he punches you, it goes through your bones.
Yeah. That would be like an 800-point Superman.
No, but only like 11 attack, 3 damage with CCE,
Yeah.
precision strike,
Mm. Mm.
uh, exploit weakness. You know,
Mm. Yeah.
with one
Or
top click.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
would do
True.
a not godly figure, but a
True.
figure that
True.
you can use. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe a pick a power Superman because he can do a lot. He can do almost
yeah,
all the skills.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's a very interesting idea for Superman. So Batman team up. As I said, very very awesome brick sent by Wizkids. I hope when my case comes in, I have the same exact brick. Okay, it's not gonna hurt to have the same exact brick because of the value of that particular brick. But anything else you bought
yeah.
this
Because
month?
your Scrappy Doo is gonna go somewhere else soon.
Ghost. Okay, I think I know. To
Because
okay,
my
but
detective team is almost complete.
almost complete. You just need one small puppy.
Yes, at the sideline.
Okay. Yeah, but the puppy is equivalent to a robot.
I know, right? I know.
Okay. Yeah, we're working out a deal. We're trying to work out a deal between Scrappy and something. Okay. Because I'm a huge X-Men collector, so I tend to let go of figures if it's gonna lead me to an X-Men piece that I don't have yet. Okay.
Lucky
But
you.
yeah.
Be-
But aside from Batman, Larry, did you buy anything this month? Did you pull anything this month? If you can recall.
Well, the only boosters that I bought was Avengers. I mean, Brick
Mm,
Avengers Forever, and I pulled Soldier Supreme
mm.
and who's this? Monster?
Little
Uh,
Monster. Little Monster.
no, the little monster. Percival
You
got
could,
it. I traded my other chase.
Dormammu.
Um,
Is it Dormammu?
Dormammu, yeah, the Dormammu regular size.
Yeah. Dormammu Red. Dormammu and
Yeah,
yeah,
and of course
Red.
I'm an Iron Man fan, and I got the SR Iron Man, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But then also I was eyeing for the chase. What's that? The Iron Man chase.
Iron Hammer.
Iron Hammer, and
Yeah.
the Lucky Marcus got it.
Yeah. Especially because we do a lot of case break here in the Philippines, and newbies are of course welcome to join the case break, but of course newbies will be very lucky in case breaks.
Yeah, newbies have a god hand, especially in booster sealed.
Tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah, tournaments or even just buying a brick and
A brick. That's true. That's true. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So we have a joke going around. If you're unlucky with the case break, it means you're no longer a newbie. You're already
Correct,
a
correct,
veteran player.
correct.
Okay. Okay, so that's it for the community experience segment. We're going to the next segment, which is history or milestones. And the first item in the agenda would be the rules updates. Okay, so January has been a very interesting month to say the least. Wizkids has released a couple of rule changes. Okay. The first one would be terrain markers,
Oh yeah.
wherein you can already put terrains in the map, and this will start in the Spider-Man Beyond Amazing set. Okay, so and they're making objects, standard objects, as terrains under the umbrella of terrains. We're not gonna go through the entire article, but you can place your own terrain, like let's say
Can you send me that article also? Like I
I'll send
mean
you.
after
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
send you in the chat later. Yeah, but
yeah.
basically, I think most in the Spider-Man Amazing Beyond Amazing set, I have a feeling it will be like four characters, and then in the booster, like four characters, and then the fifth one would be a terrain, a special terrain. So just like in the
Ah, it will come out in the booster.
yeah, I don't know if it's randomly inserted or every booster will have a terrain marker. So, but you can now put terrain markers
What are the
maximum three.
sizes of the terrains? The new terrains? Is
Uh,
there two by
you you
4 by
you can
two?
use the you can use the one by one if you if you just like to use your regular water blocking and hindering terrain. You
Uh-huh,
can use
uh-huh.
that, but they will be releasing like a one by two. This
One
one
by
is a
two
this
size.
one is a two by three terrain. Okay, and then some terrains would also have will be elevated terrains.
Do
So
they have points for that?
no points, but maximum of three. So it's going to you can choose between adding a light object, a heavy object, or a terrain object,
Or all terrain?
or yeah, all terrain. So let's
Ah,
say you want to add three blocking terrains, then yeah, you can do that. And aside from that, we're not gonna go into deep into the rules, okay? But you can now, like, super strength can now carry a blocking, and then parang hit someone with the blocking terrain, something like
that's
that.
nice. That's
That's
nice.
nice. So the comprehensive
I like
rules will
that.
come out soon. Okay, but what I like, for example, is if you have like an elevated terrain that can serve as a bridge between two elevations. Let's say,
Oh,
yeah. So let's
that's nice.
say, yeah, there's a hallway, then you can just put a terrain there to bridge the two elevations. So interesting. This one. You haven't read this article yet, as you said.
No, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually I read new stuff and new articles when I
Mm.
get to play with them already. But since Spider-Man is not yet here, so I don't stress myself reading about them.
About them. Yeah.
When they get here or when they get out, then I start reading. So I'm always late in terms of like in the Batman team up.
Yeah.
Or you guys already know what figures are good, while me I don't know who's good, who's not good,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I'm more excited when it's already here. Then I stay up all night watching YouTube, figuring out who's who.
Yeah.
But if it's not here yet, I'm kind of tamad.
Tamad. Oo. So para that makes sense. You don't want to stress yourself out because it's not
Yeah,
yet here anyway. Yeah, but
yeah, yeah. Not
uh
yet out.
yeah. Plus two damage from object is back. So some objects can have plus two when you use it to attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So that's going to change the game, I think. Okay. And then possibly there will be some object that would be like plus three damage, most likely. Yeah, but plus two damage is back for objects. Okay. And the next big rule, and I'm sure you've heard about this, the map, the changing of the size of the map from the
Oh yeah,
standard
that one
16
I've
by
heard.
20,
Yeah.
yeah, from the standard 16 by 24 to now 16 by 16 map, the size of a battle royale map, I think. What's your thoughts about this? Do you
Well,
think it's good?
yeah, I think it's the game will be shorter because right now when I play tournaments, the 40 minutes or the 45 minutes, it takes so
Yeah.
long, especially if your opponent doesn't move or your team doesn't move.
Mm,
So when it becomes shorter, then there's no choice
mm,
but to attack or
mm,
defend, put a lot of barriers or attack.
mm. That's true.
It will be shorter. And then I read this. I read or I heard one of their podcasts that one of the reasons why also they're doing this is because the owners of the gaming stores
Yeah.
want the map shorter so that more people can play.
More
I
space,
mean,
more
I
space. Yeah.
see. I see. I
Mm,
mean, I that's a good reason. Yeah,
mm.
that's one.
Okay. Well, for me, I tend to agree. I think smaller map would mean that you either stick to your corner or really go all out with your
Yeah,
team, and that's the
yeah,
fun part of HeroClix. Meaning, the fun part is always to roll dice and then succeed on your
yeah. To interact
shape.
with your opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to interact with your
yeah,
opponent. I think shape change, super senses, rollouts will be very uh, critical
yeah.
more in this smaller map because sometimes that's your last defense against damage. Mm.
There's one player here. I think Sandy will have a hard time playing with a short map because he always, his kind of play is like take your time, keep out of
Yeah,
trouble. So now
yeah,
if it's a shorter map, it's hard to do that.
yeah. And there's no running away, meaning you cannot just hit and run.
Yeah, because anywhere you go,
Mm.
especially if it's a tournament, of course, you and your opponent are using meta figures, those
Yeah,
teams can reach up to the end.
true, true, true.
Yeah.
I can already think of, let's say, world's finest can reach anywhere between anywhere in the map with the hypersonic.
Yeah. With the hypersonic and the reach
Yeah. I
plus the
think world's
TK.
finest, let's see. World finest I think has an hypersonic of 11 if I'm not mistaken. 11 and then 7 range. So that is
Yeah.
effectively
15.
15. So anywhere on the map, Force Finest
And
can
with the TK of
find
6,
you.
that's 21.
Yeah, yeah. But the TK now, and that's also one of the new rules. The TK and the minimum range becomes now 4 instead of 6. So if your character has a TK but doesn't have a range, a printed range, the minimum is 4. Okay. But
And
but
if
you're
a character has a range of 6, it's still
it
6.
it's still 6. Yeah.
How about if he has a range of 8? It's still 6. Maximum 6.
Maxi it's
Oh.
not written here, but
Oh.
it's not written here. That's a good question. Maybe in the
Oh,
next
yeah.
rules update, in the comprehensive rules
You see,
update.
let's say I have a character who has a TK but has a range of 12.
8. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. That's true. I think it will not be affected because yeah, that's interesting. But no hiding from, as you said, meta figures can get anywhere on the map. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, if it's
I
an
think
it
that's why they made this mga terrains to
compensate, yeah.
slow you a little bit.
True, true, true. And what I'm thinking is, if it's a smaller map now, the only way to slow your opponent is to really use an indoor map more than an outdoor. Okay, because if it's
But
an
yeah,
outdoor
but
map,
it
yeah,
depends. But if you want to strike, you will use a open map.
yeah, 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 yeah. But if your play is like defensive, then better get an indoor map and then add a lot of terrain markers to it. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
I'm just thinking,
I heard from Joel that whoever is the first player can choose if he will be the first player or he will be the one to choose the map.
Yeah.
because now
Uh, th-
it's, is it true?
yeah. That's the other change, that the second player gets to choose the map.
I think that's very good. It makes it equal,
Yeah.
like because before whoever gets the first player, 80% wins.
Yeah. 80% of the time wins.
Yeah,
And
especially if you're using metafigs.
yeah. And I think this would encourage building like a chop suey team, because
Yeah.
again, it doesn't disadvantage you a lot whether you're going first or going second, because if you go second, then you can choose the map. So yeah. So well, that's what I felt when reading this.
How about
Okay,
the
so
immunity? Do we still have first turn immunity?
they haven't mentioned that, but what they
Oh, okay.
mentioned is that you can only place your figures, because it's a small map. Then you will have to choose a corner, and then your opponent will be on the other corner of the map, and you can only place it on the first row column. Your figures, you can only line
So
them up.
up to how many squares can you line them up?
And that's also something that we're waiting for in the comprehensive rules. Okay, so
Yeah,
I think
okay.
the rules will come out this week, most likely. The Yeah, this week I
But
think.
the one you're showing, it has 9 squares, 3 by 3. That's the
This
starting
one
area.
this one is the old starting area.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
but yeah,
of
but for the
the battle royale.
but for the new ones, you can only place your figures like here. Okay, and this is a lot, right? Meaning, if you place your figure on the last square possible, then you're almost already in the other side of your opponent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So very very interesting. We have to play test this sometime uh in our game. Okay, but overall, I think changes are good in the game. I have a feeling this is a way for them also to power scale down, because a lot of figures now are very strong, especially Disney Plus, Sakarian, Scarlet Witch. Okay, but starting with the Batman Beyond Superman, Spider-Man. What am I saying? Spider-Man Beyond Amazing
I
set.
just get drink. Give
Go ahead, go
me
ahead,
10
go ahead,
seconds. 10,
go
9.
ahead, go ahead. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're not yet back. Okay. So anyway, so as I said, I think this change would also mean that they're going to scale also the
Okay, I'm
power
back.
levels. Yeah. So I think they're gonna scale the power levels so that it's not going to be too meta for the smaller map. So yeah, can't wait for the Spider-Man set. Okay, that being said, the latest set again is Batman Team Up. What do you think of the Batman Team Up set? Do you think it's a game changer in the meta scene? Is it a must-have for Heroclix players?
I think it's a must have because we only see DC like once a year or twice a year. So and and like what you got in your brick, there's so much things that you can get in just one brick. You can get constructs, rings,
Mm,
figures, mystery card, the new big heads from the Teen
yeah,
Titans,
yeah.
the Scooby Doo
Doom
figs,
Patrol, the Doom
the Doom
Patrol,
Patrol, yeah. And
lanterns, of
then you have
course.
legacy pa with in the legacy card, di ba? A legacy card and
Team Up,
team up card is included. So I think the brick is worth it. Although bricks now are so expensive, but
yeah. Meaning
you're
it's a
getting
good
so
gamble.
much.
It's a good gamble.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Uh, you said earlier you're trying to build a meta team. You're almost ready with your meta team for Batman Team Up. Would you like to share a sneak peek? What's your team all about? What's the centerpiece?
Well, of course, the centerpiece is world's finest legacy at
Yeah.
full point. I haven't tried it at 125 points, but I wanna
Mm,
try it in at the full point,
mm,
175, together with Fred the Chase, who's a TK
mm.
with support, and then with
Fred
Martian
from the
Manhunter
Scooby.
with
Okay. Martian
yes,
Manhunter.
Yes. And the
Mm.
rare Martian Manhunter with the team up card.
Mm.
And then I'm not yet sure if I'm gonna use the red ring.
On Martian.
That's 10 points. Yeah. Or I'm gonna get two equipments like the cloak and which I will put to Martian, and Carter Shield which I will put to
Fred.
Fred, because Fred has defend 18. But uh yeah, I think
Okay.
that's a total of 300 points.
300 points for three figures. 300 points,
Yeah.
three figures.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, I like the idea. And I'm sure you're gonna put some mystery cards because it's a detective team. And you're
Yeah,
missing
I'm still studying those mystery card.
mystery
I
cards.
mean, just
Okay.
today, I just read today how it's being done, how it's being
Mm,
used.
mm,
So yeah.
okay. And you think they are meta, the mystery cards? Do you like the mechanics of that mystery
Well,
card?
for free, anything that's for free and they give you powers, it's good because it's for
Mm.
free.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, some
There's no
of the
setback.
mystery card
Yeah.
gives you a power that ignores shape change of the opponent. Some of them gives you shape change, which is only six.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. That's true. Anything for free, take it. Diba?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And just like the
okay.
sideline destroyer prime or the sideline
Scrappy.
scrappy. It's free, so that's why it's meta.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. So, you heard it here first. Larry's detective team. Okay, not yet meta because it's not yet play tested. Okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Just a theory.
theory. Okay. Me, for my end, I think the Batman team upset is very strong. Okay. I particularly um like Scrappy. Okay, that's why I'm really contemplating whether to trade him or not, to sell him or not. He's literally the last piece I have in the set. Everything else was
I
sold,
know.
sold and traded. Literally sold and traded. But it's good because again, even if I'm left with the puppy is one of the meta pieces in the set. Other figures that I like, I particularly, although I haven't play tested any of this, but I was looking at what's that figure? Dark Side. I wanted to use Dark Side because I think it's very hard to kill even as a tentpole character. 250 points with again pace and then shoot. Diba? He has 8 pacing and then 8 range. In the new map, he can reach anywhere
Oh
also
yeah.
for the for and then for the range combat expert 13.6 damage pa. Ano ba? Okay. But of course everyone's talking about the Batman Prime. Of course it's good. He's
I,
Batman, he's a lantern.
I think the Batman chase is also good.
Yeah,
I saw it whenever it's taking damage from a close attack. It only
take
takes
maximum
one.
1. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it doesn't affect him when you place a rune or
Yeah, because
a
it's a trait. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And also,
Yeah.
if his friendly characters are beside him or adjacent to him at the
Yeah.
first click, they only take one damage also.
Yeah. Actually, if you have this Batman, World's Finest can carry him.
Yeah, but
And the
you have to
lower
be in the
points.
125, yeah, the
Yeah, the
running shot.
125 points, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's an alternative version of your team.
Yeah,
Make it
but if I have the
125.
chase, why not? I
Yeah,
use both.
yeah. We don't have it yet, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, I like Martian Manhunter because of the shenanigans he can do. What else? Who else do I like? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's really it.
That
And
that
the
Wonder
Deathstroke.
Woman Prime also. My
Uh
God, it's so strong. Prime,
oh.
and you can equip it with a belt and a ring. I
The
think.
lantern ring. Yeah, the Green Lantern ring. That's true. Okay. Yeah. So that's the Batman team up set. Okay, we're not gonna talk about a lot about it, but if you're able to get hold of Batman Team Up, check out Amazon. There's a sale right now on Cool Stuff Inc. as well. Okay, and but the best will be Amazon because of the free shipping here in the Philippines, and it will get here less than 10 days for sure, right?
Right.
I think Larry is waiting for his break. Okay, delivery is February
Nine.
February 9 after the birthday. I have a feeling it will come on your exact birthday.
I hope so.
Okay. We're moving to the next part of the show, which is question and answer. I'm just gonna pull out the Pinoy Heroclix Facebook um, group. Okay, so you can also search for us in Facebook, Pinoy Heroclix, and to be added to the group. So we posted some a group question for people to ask what they want us to discuss in this podcast. We only have a couple of questions here. The first one is from Rod Fernandez. I think Rod is the one that you traded for the Batman team up figures. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
For the Fred
yeah.
chase.
And he's asking, may naglalaro ba na taga Batangas? Layo kasi ng ATC or Alabang Town Center.
I know.
Uh, okay, so in the Philippines, the core places to play will be Manila, the capital of the Philippines. There's a lot of players here in Manila. There's also a big group of HeroClix players in Cebu. It's in the
Yeah.
Visayas region, one of the major cities in that area. Okay,
Cavite
but
also
in
they have
Cavite also, there's a
the
good number of
Southern
players
Flixer.
there. Yeah, in Mindanao ba we have parang Davao before, no? Pero not active, not as active.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But in Batangas, unfortunately, Rod, I'm not so aware if there are players in the Batangas area. Why don't you start your community? Okay, for sure
Yeah. You can.
there are a lot of places there. There might be some stores in the mall that you can introduce this game.
I'm
Okay.
eating, man. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And Rod, you can always play with us online. Shoot us a message,
Oh
Larry and
yeah. We can teach.
myself.
We can teach you how to use Roll 20.
Yeah, we can teach you, and then we can play online. Okay. Usually, like especially Larry, even if he plays online, he has the figures in front of him.
Yeah.
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 So your figures will not be wasted because it's faster that way if you have your figures in front of you,
Yeah.
even if you're playing Roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the second question. And this is coming from Marcos. He has four questions actually. Number one, have you noticed regional differences in meta games among different HeroClix groups? Meaning how different is the Philippines meta compared to or uh, good meta teams compared to the rest of the world? I think Filipino players would prefer long range rather than close combat. I don't know. I don't know if my thinking is correct that way, or I might be
I think
biased because I like.
usually,
Mm, mm,
usually. But me kasi my team of play is really close combat ever since.
yeah, yeah,
Even with the turtles,
yeah.
I remember with the turtles, I was really playing all close attacks.
The Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I noticed it in the Philippines. We're not. Some people are not aggressive. Okay, we don't want to do an alpha strike. Okay, we're more
Yeah.
of move a little and then shoot first, and then when your opponent comes in, that's the time that you engage in close combat. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's why the smaller map will be an adjustment definitely for our Filipino
But I
player.
would like the smaller map because I'm really close attack.
That's true. That's true. Anything else that you notice that is different or unique in the Philippines play group compared to?
I think what's unique in the Philippines is whatever is available. That's the
Yeah.
only figures or equipments that we can use. So sometimes US is more has more stuff than ours, so we cannot really use their teams.
Yeah.
We don't have their maps. We don't
Mm,
have uh some of their like
Anti-figures,
Wizkid, yeah, like there's some Wizkid figures only, yeah, that we don't have.
convention
And
exclusive. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, yeah, something like that. So it's so our teams are kind of the same because sometimes you really copy from them, but you make it your own. That's I
Yeah,
think that's what's fun in here, Clicks. You try to copy a team, but you
not
make it your
exactly.
own.
Yeah, not exactly
Yeah,
that team.
you make it your own.
Yeah, you add a flavor to your to a team in
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
that you see online. That's true. That's true. Okay, so adapt, and be flexible. Okay.
yeah,
Now, second,
and
yeah,
really use what figure you like to use.
yes, yes, yes.
That's
Use
the
the
one that makes it
ones
fun. Like you,
that
even what happens, whatever, what meta comes, you really want to use X-Men. You really want to use the two head god.
Chaos, Lord Chaos, and or Master
Yeah,
Order.
nobody uses that, but you really wanted to. So
Yeah, yeah. So follow your heart. Use what you want. The character, your favorite character, whether it's meta or not. Again, it's dice roll can be your saving grace. Of course, you cannot say that you will win based on how much pricey your team is. But
yeah,
it's all
yeah,
about strategy. It's all about placement. So that's why Hero is such a fun game. Okay, question number two. What are figures to look out for in today's PH meta? What do you think will be the Larry mentioned PH meta is different from Words meta. Secret Six is still really strong for us.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I think that will be the team to beat in the Philippine meta. That's the Secret Six. What do you think? Blackheart, perhaps?
Well, Blackheart is still meta for us
Yeah. Okay.
because of not so availability of because of the not so availability of the X of
X of
Swords.
Swords. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
without the X of Swords, Blackheart is still strong.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why also like even Scarlet Witch does not really go into a lot of teams in the Philippines because again we're missing like Mad Jim Jaspers in the game. Okay. But
Yeah. And also, no,
yeah,
we don't have magic. We don't have Scarlet Witch.
and we personally don't have Scarlet Witch. We used to have, but we sold them for
Yeah, we
cash.
sold it.
Okay, cash is life. Okay, number three. Are there
Thinking that we could get it again, but we're wrong.
We're wrong. We're wrong. We're way wrong that we're able to get our hands on another Scarlet Witch. Okay, number three. Are there overlooked figures that have potential and are not being used as much in the Philippine meta? Hmm. Okay. For me, I like, and I mentioned this before. With our discussions, I like the what you call this? Who is this one? Monica Rambeau, the uncommon Monica Rambeau from the Disney Plus set. Okay, I like her unique modifier when an opposing character makes a range attack targeting one of or more adjacent friendly characters. Modify their attack -1. So it's like an automatic perplex down attack to your characters. Okay, so couple equip Monica, let's say with a shield, and then again having that defend, or somebody else has a defend and a +1. Put your figure in hindering, and then with Monica's trait, it's gonna be really hard to hit with a 20-21 defense, -1 attack ka pa. So this is something that I think people can explore. 45 points, one, two, three, four, five, six clicks also for 45 points. And as a shield
Wow.
team ability, yeah, uncommon, not very hard to get. I like this one. Something that I think is overlooked figure. What do you think? Is there something that you like that you feel is strong but does not see a lot of play?
There is one figure that I used last game because I was using soldiers and I couldn't find a TK
Yeah,
figure with a soldier keyword.
yeah.
And I got this Sharon from Disney Plus
Hmm.
set. Sharon
Sharon
Carter, the
Carter.
rare.
Yeah.
for 35 points. At the beginning of the game,
Oh.
she chooses a figure with an equipment and makes that character drop the equipment. Then
Mm.
she then you the owner rolls a dice
Yeah.
and you get half of it, but the opponent gets to place
Place that.
the
Yeah.
equipment. But still, with that one turn that your opponent has to get his equipment back, and
Yeah.
since I don't have a TK, on the first turn, my team is already in the middle, so that on the
Yeah.
second turn, my team can
Already attack.
can already attack while he is still getting
Mm.
his equipment.
Equipment. That's true. So
Yeah,
it
for
forces them to
35
do that.
points.
Yeah, this girl also has modified range +3, so she is effectively 7 range with range combat expert. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Not too shabby.
Not bad,
And
not bad.
yeah, not bad.
Especially
And
if you're playing a top three team, why not?
Chapsui. Yeah, yeah. She forces that the opponent to do the
Imagine I will force
equipment
Sakarian to
dance.
drop the cloak.
Oh, that's true, no? That's true.
Diba?
Oo. Oo
That
nga, no?
Sakarian will take one turn to get to get the cloak
Equipment.
first.
Yeah. So meaning you can already attack Sakarian on
Yeah,
the
on the
next turn.
second turn, he will only have one object.
Yeah.
He cannot choose on the beginning of his turn. So, and with a
Hmm.
shorter map,
That's true. This might be an anti-Sakarian Iron Man figure.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. That's true. Okay. Sige. So if you can get hold of those uncommon and rare figures, by all means, okay, because the new rules might mean some figures will be more highlighted than the others. And number four, do you have any tips for newbies? What figures to start with, etc.? I think you mentioned it earlier. Your favorite character in the comics, in the movies, that is a good start for you to for your collection, for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
team. Yeah.
yeah.
But anything else that you want to say to newbies?
For newbies, don't be afraid to try the game. It's hard, but it's easy because people are really there to help. Happy to help. Happy to teach you guys.
Parang SM lang ah. Happy.
Also, we veterans have so much figures. We are happy to give you figures, dices, tokens if you want. Because
Yeah,
we are happy. More players, more fun.
that's true. Okay, so always
Yeah,
remember that. For me, my main tip is join a tournament. Okay, don't your first tournament. Don't expect to win. Don't expect even uh to win any of your matches, and that's fine. Okay, the important thing is you get that nervousness, that jitters out. Okay, so that you
yeah,
already know the feeling of joining a tournament. And if you join a tournament, for sure you will get something out of it anyway. You will get a figure from the draft. Some of the veteran players, as Larry mentioned, would even donate prizes to the newbies. Okay, and yeah, we look forward to a great fun that you can have with HeroClix here in the Philippines.
and
Okay.
also NG sentries when they know that there are new players, they
Mm.
put the format advantages to new players.
New players, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah,
we play, for example, Popper that would only allow to use for commons, uncommons, and rares just
yeah,
to give way to newbies. And
yeah.
don't
And the
worry.
newbies can use any figure he wants.
Yeah, yeah. And your veteran players, if they know that there are newbies playing, sometimes we don't build the meta team. We
Yeah,
build fun, casual teams.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
don't be afraid. Okay. Okay, so we're wrapping up our show because I know Larry has an appointment at 8 p.m.
I have work now.
Summary state of Pinoy Heroclix. What do you think? That things that we should stop, continue, and start this February and this 2023? And how would you rate HeroClix overall for January 2023 compared to 2022? Is it better now, better, the same, or
Oh, much
worse?
better.
Wh- Why? Short
Because it was a
explanation.
pandemic, I think, when it was 22.
22, yeah, okay. So it's now back to face. So definitely, it's a new start of HeroClix. Even as veteran players are also is also treating it as a new beginning. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
we're all in this together in this new journey. Um, Something to stop, probably let's stop being late. Okay, tournaments are usually set at 2 p.m., but sometimes
Starts at 4
we
p.m.
start at 4 p.m., and that again, as a dad, for me, I have a young son, so I really have to leave at times. Okay, let's continue to have fun formats, and let's try to start Seal games. I miss Seal games. I haven't played Seal tournament in 3 years, I think. So we should have a Seal game when new products come
Sets
in.
come. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Seal, two booster Seal will be, I think, very fun for both veterans and newbie
Well,
players.
not fun for our pockets
Not not fun for our, unless you get the
because
chase or
I think one booster will cost you 1,000, so a two booster seal game is 2,000
2,000 pesos. That's true. Okay, but
plus
again,
your
once,
food and your pamasahe and pamasahe pa uwi. So
yeah,
2,500.
yeah, and that's the baby's milk.
Yes, that's
Okay.
already my booking.
Yeah, but again, once in a while, it's good, especially if it's a new set. Yeah. So Seal Game, something I'm looking forward to come February 2023.
Okay, have to go, man.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sige.
thank
So
you,
thank you very much, Larry. Thank you very much, everyone. That is the state
thank
of
you, thank you.
Pinoy Heroclix. Bye bye.
Bye bye.